Greetings, curious concerns of visitors or fellow subscribers. This is ERich935 of Joy Charge Gamers, charging you with joy, and welcome to Castlevania. Yeah, we're actually going to be playing a retro game this time, and I'm actually playing this game because I honestly felt like playing a Castlevania game today, because today marks the 30th anniversary of when Castlevania first launched on the Famicom Disk System in Japan, 1986. 30 years ago, on this very day in history, and goddamn, it's been such a long time. Now, the version that I'm playing for this Let's Play is actually a cartridge-exclusive version that was only made available in Japan, that was made after the release of the one released in America. This version is exclusive to having two separate difficulties, normal and easy mode. I'm also playing this game on an emulator because I cannot use my old systems on my capture card, and honestly, using an emulator, you have a lot better quality for you guys to see. So, without further ado, let's get started now.
Very gross if I say so myself.
Also, to make sure that the gameplay is at probably the best experience yet, I am going to be playing this game with a Famicom-style controller, which has all the inputs available. So anyway, let's get started. Starting on normal mode. Even now, it still puts shivers down my spine. Alright, so let's go. Now, I'm pretty sure that many people know what this franchise is all about. Like, any person who plays video games, the name Castlevania should at least be familiar to you in some form or fashion. Alright, got ourselves some gold, and now, obviously, much like Broforce, to say the least, I have played this game many times, to say the least. And mostly because of the fact that I'm very into retro games, and of course Castlevania being one of my favorite franchises out there. Game. Sorry, but gotta carry away there for a second. So for those of you who don't necessarily know the story to Castlevania, I'll put you right up to speed. Basically, the story of Castlevania is you play as this little guy right here, Simon Belmont, as he travels throughout Castlevania, the realm of Count Dracula himself. Now, throughout his quest, he's going to fight off a lot of different monsters, a lot of them very familiar to those who have seen many monster movies beforehand. And that's pretty much it in the story sense. I can't really explain it any other way other than you're the good guy and you gotta fight the bad guy, which is Dracula. And of course, if it's not obvious by the level design and the controls itself, this game is absolutely fucking difficult. And without a doubt, one of the hardest games on the Nintendo Entertainment System. If you were to pop this thing into that system, you're in for a bad time, or a good time, depending on what you like about different games. Well, we already are on the first level, and we already died, and ain't that special. Wall chicken, probably one of the most famous items you can get in a video game, and probably the most cliche ones as well, because many video games have tried to emulate this. Alright, we got ourselves a stopwatch, which is definitely going to help us in need. The reason why. Stops time. Ooh, special items. I will take that. Thank you very much. But yeah, there are a lot of different weapons in this game that will help you at your disposal, especially for probably the most difficult journey ahead of you. And I'm not exaggerating here. This game is hard, fucking hard. It may not seem like it, but this game is one that will make you want to rip your hair out. I've done it many times, which is one of the reasons why I don't like Ghosts and Goblins, but this is the fun kind of hard, and that's the kind of games I want to go for when I play through on Let's Plays on JCG. Games that are hard, but also fun at the same time. God damn it, I got rid of the stopwatch. Yeah, it's not like it won't really matter that much because we're going against the first boss, which is a bat. As if we haven't fought any bats beforehand.
To the idiot mobile!
Wow. Oh, shit. And it is probably the easiest boss you'll ever come across, but let it be a sign for what's to come. It may seem like it's a very easy boss fight at the start. Well, it is a very easy boss fight, but it gets harder as the journey goes ahead. I may have said that like 5 times already. I apologize. But alright, so now we're moving on to the next area ahead of us. Alright, so we got ourselves the Holy Cross. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean the Boomerang, because that's what it's called in America when it was released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Can't let ourselves getting religion in our own games. Ooh, a crown. And I got it. Woohoo! I'm rich. Alright, moving on ahead. Look at this little guy, creeping along. Ooh. And now he's dead. The game's kind of lagging a little bit via the emulator. I apologize, guys. Shouldn't have you that much of a problem here. I am playing this on a good computer. At least I'm not playing this on my laptop, because goddamn, every time I recorded on my laptop, this game would chug and chug and chug. Probably slower than Thomas the Tank Engine. Whenever it does chug, we'll put Thomas the Tank Engine to shame, and goddamn it, I got the fucking dagger. This weapon fucking sucks. Yeah, we need to find a better weapon. Wherever we can. Up the stairs we go. Still does, but you get the idea. We need to find ourselves some health. And I believe there's some right here. Oh, not there, but... It is instead... here. Woohoo! Wall chicken. Healing you up since 1986. Another thing worth mentioning about this game that you just can't deny of its pure greatness is the soundtrack to this game. Anybody who has not heard one who is not familiar with Vampire Killer, you need to go to the doctors and get yourself checked and make sure you don't have a case of not knowing anything about Castlevania after living under a rock for so goddamn long. And goddamn it, I fell again. I am not good at this game. Right, but then again, as anyone, nobody understands what Castlevania is about. It's about being strategic. It's not about blowing your life away at the whole entire goal ahead. It requires you to think. I learned that from Egoraptor on Sequelitis.
Yeah!
I recommend you watch that, by the way. There is also a piece of chicken here, but I don't want to get it because I'm going to waste my health, but at the same time, what the hell, I might as well because I'm going to die anyway. Alright, here we go. Oh. That didn't work so well. And I still got my health back, nonetheless. Alright, so... So yeah, what? Yeah, sometimes this game can be bullshit. But still, you really can't blame the game. You have to blame yourself for not doing the actions correctly. But sometimes you just want to blame the game so much it makes you want to break your controller too. Trust me, there are many gamers who have wanted to do that. And I am no exception either. Ooh, I did a backwards jump. Ooh. Oh well. And there's these guys. These fuckers take forever to kill. Oh yeah, I got a life. Perfect. Alright, so now we're moving on to the journey ahead. I believe this is the part where we come across the Medusa heads. Or not. Oh, yeah, wait, they are the Medusa heads. Something different. But here... Oh. I was wrong. And now we're fighting Medusa. Oh boy, this one's fucking difficult. You really gotta be careful or else you're fucking dead. But she's about as easy to defeat as the bat. You just keep whipping her and bam, you got it. Woo! Yeah! Doing pretty good. Alright, so we're now moving on to the third level of the game, and hopefully maybe we can beat that and then end this video right here. Now this is only going to be a one-off video because I mostly just want to get started with the whole Let's Play aspect of things, and for my next video, or at least my next series, well, first series to say the least, I will be playing one of the Metal Gear games, although I'm sure you guys already know that, especially with some of those who have followed our Twitter accounts. But yeah, I really hope you guys are looking forward to that. Ah, fucking hunchbacks. The meat. Right. Now, these enemies aren't necessarily hard to kill, it's just a flawed concept. Because when they hop around, you need to be accurate when you try and kill these guys. Otherwise, you just fuck up. And if you fuck up, you get frustrated, and then you die, and 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 it's stupid, and I don't like it. Right. Then it's so accomplishing when you finally manage to beat all that, even though there's a bunch of shit flying all over you like this. Still, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. Fun game. Don't worry about it. We got this. We gonna do it. We gonna beat this game. We're gonna be proud. Even though we have one bit of health left, I'm dead. Alright. Alright. Ah, fuck. Well, only one life left. Oh boy, here we go. That music is just a song of determination, and not that type of determination. Sorry if that's what you were thinking, but nope, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the Belmont determination. What's Belmont determination? I don't fucking know. Oh shit. Oh boy, we're gonna die. We are gonna die. Unless we can find some health. Yeah, we are not gonna make this one. Ooh, that was close. Ah! Oh! Well, that's just how hard it's meant to be, folks, because that's Castlevania for you. And honestly, it's just how it was always meant to be. Whether it would be from the classic series, or whether it would be from the Metroidvania-style games that we would always come to know today, or whether it be the Lords of Shadow franchise, Castlevania has a reputation for being extremely difficult, but not difficult under the sense that it just makes you never want to play it again. It's the type of hard that makes you want to continue going. It's the type of hard that makes you want to continue trying your best to succeed no matter what. And that's what the whole entire concept of what the original game was meant to be, and it always continues to go by, especially when it comes to a lot of other spiritual successors to the game, such as Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which I recommend you take a look at. But with all that being said, that's pretty much all it. Castlevania is history at this point, but it's always going to be remembered as one of the best franchises we may ever see in our entire lives, and there's no other franchise that will ever replace it. I mean, of course, Bloodstained may replace it, obviously, because it's made by a spiritual successor by the original creators of the Metroidvania style. Well, but nonetheless, this is a legacy we will continue to live by. A legacy that showed what Konami was like back in the old days. A time when Konami wasn't a piece of shit and didn't fire any of their employees and then continued making shitty games. Because that's not what Konami was back then. Nowadays, they're a piece of shit. Nobody fucking likes them. And fuck Konami. But let's honor Konami's legacy back then from what made Castlevania so good. I remember it, and I still play a lot of the games today. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. If you are charged with joy, please click that like button down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be even more charged with joy, and also to keep up to date with any of our future videos. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, and also put down a comment in the comment section below on any suggestions you guys would like to see from any of us in the future, whether it be from me, Brownie, Violet, she's not dead, or Kotlo for live streams, depending on whatever the heck he wants to do. But yeah, think of something for whatever Wednesday. That's the type of live streams that you could probably suggest something. I don't know. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been ERich935 of Joy Charge Gamers playing Castlevania, and I will see you all next time. Farewell!